Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Craps with John. How's my family doing? I'm looking at the chat here, and I see that Jeff must have went live and had a great practice session today. I didn't see it, of course. I just woke up a little bit ago, so I have things to watch. It sounds like, so that's cool. Anyway, let's get going here. Let's start out with our morning practice run and get rolling here. I want to first call out this. Yesterday in the mail, this arrived. From a subscriber. This is a really cool surprise. So I'm not going to say who this is, but they wrote me a small note here that came along with something I really badly need, I guess, which is loaded dice, so I can get more 7s and 11s on the come out roll, guaranteed to roll 7, 11. But this person and I have talked quite a bit on the phone, and like me, baseball fan, baseball coach, son played baseball, so a lot of good common history there. And he sent me a nice, really long note here referencing the first Braves game they saw. Got to see Hank Aaron hit a home run. Willie McCovey was there. That sounds pretty damn cool. That's a great memory, really cool shirt. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate that. I've also been talking a lot about the secret sauce, right? Is there a secret sauce in craps? There is no secret sauce to win. But he said, down here, the secret sauce is on the back. And I'm like, I'm waiting for this great crap strategy. And what I got is his family's secret barbecue recipe from down south. So I am stoked. You may not know this, but I'm a chef. When I grew up in Cape May, I did a lot of jobs, but I ended up dropping out of college and going to culinary school. So I'm actually a chef in my earlier career. And this is right up my alley. So now I've got this amazing home family barbecue recipe, legit from the South. I couldn't be more happy about getting that than any crap strategy ever. So that's going to be super cool. I'm going to actually, it's summertime, so it's perfect time to make some. Zach's coming up for a weekend here. So when Zach comes up, we're going to go throw some barbecue sauce together, and that's going to be the recipe I use. So that is fantastic. I love that. This community is awesome, right? Us sending chips back and forth to everybody. I've got probably 20 chips now. I've sent a bunch of chips out to people. If you want chips, let me know. Just drop me an email, john@procraps.net. We'll hook you up there. So it's cool getting all the chips in the mail and having the collection grow. It's really, really fun. This community that we've built here it's fantastic. All right. With that said, let's go ahead and roll it out here. We're going to go with the Inside Out Butter Burger. I'm going to roll that out now for the next however long, I feel like, which is going to be yesterday's strategy. We're going to go 320 across. There's the 300. Here's going to be $20. So 60 on the 6 and 8, 50 and 50. That's going to leave me with $30. Now, I think I added wrong. I need another nickel. There's a nickel. Oh, it's right here. I dropped on the ground. Anyway, it's 320 across. We have $10 3 times to rock any craps. 3 rolls of the dice and we're out. If I can avoid big red 3 times, we're going to be out. We're going to regress the 4 and 10 to $10, the 5 and 9 to $10, the 6 and 8 to $12. So within 3 rolls, we're going to have all of our money back plus whatever the 3 wins come to be. So hopefully we hit 6s and 8s all 3 times. That's the idea. Hopefully I can avoid big red, and we'll see if that happens. To help us out, of course, we're going to put Dr. Dan's good luck chip out there, and hopefully that thing is enough to get me through the mess that I created for myself yesterday with the PSO. But here we go. Throwing cold, first throw. Let's see what we get. First throw, stone cold, hard 10. And again, we don't work the come outs here. We don't work the come outs on place bets. Somebody wrote in Discord, let's have a discussion about working the come out roll. You never work the come out roll on a place bet. If you're going to be the person that goes back, okay? Why? Yesterday I rolled 3 7s in a row in the come out. If you're going to go 320, come out 7, put it back, 320, come out 7, 320, come out 7, you get beat for $1,000. That's just foolishness. We're not doing that. If you're going to go 320 and 1 roll for the come out and you get beat, you're going to call it good. That's okay to work the come out. Doesn't matter. The 7 doesn't matter. But the rules of craps that allow a person to throw 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s in a row, which you will see. That's my advice. That's my Friday morning sanity advice. That's a piece of advice you can take to the bank. Do not work the come out roll if you're the kind of person that's going to put your bets back up again if they lose. It's folly to do that. 4, 2, 6. Our first roll is a 6, which is perfect. Here's the magic of the strategy. Oh, I should have had my 10 bucks out here. Sorry, I keep forgetting that. 10 bucks on the craps. That would lose. That would lose. The 6 pays, however, 70 bucks. What we do with the 70 bucks is this. We're going to pull the 4 and 10 down. Back to our rack. I'll put the money right here so we can see it. We're going to take the 20 bucks from the 7 that we won, grab the 4 and 10 for 10. We're going to regress this down to look like 64 across here. Pull back 50 bucks, put 10 bucks out here. Now what I've got now is 150 in my rack. So I started with 350. I've got 150 of it back in one hit. Okay, we're going to regress by 150 bucks or so each time. That's hit 1. Let's get another hit. Be great to do this and play it out a little bit. Decent roll. That's good. That's a 1-1 aces. This is good. I'll tell you why this is good. We're going to get, for 10, we're going to get 70 bucks. The same 70 bucks we would have gotten before. 70 bucks and the bet stays up, which is fantastic. So the 5 and 9 come back to the rack. They go back up for 10 bucks. Now we have 100. 300 bucks in our rack, which is fantastic, right? We still have 70 or 60 bucks at risk on the 6 and 8. We're going to be solid no matter what happens here, unless we throw a big red. We're going to be profitable. I love when the craps numbers hit there because you don't have to take that bet back down against essentially a free 10 bucks. There's a 6, 4, 10 on the end. That'll be our point. 6, 4, 10. So we'll lose that last craps number bet. The 10's going to pay 18 bucks. The 6 and 8 are going to get pulled back. So again, the rack is going to have now, there's our 350 we started with. The rack's going to have 50 bucks in profit on that. Boom, boom. I'm going to grab 5 bucks out of my rack to get some whites. Put those up in the front there. Whoops. And we're going to get our 6 and 8 looking like 12 bucks. Now we're regressed to 64 across in 3 hits. And that 10 also has hit for us now. We have a decision to make. We're at goal. This is our goal. We're going to start working our way up to bigger profits. We locked in 50 bucks. I'm happy with that lock in. Personally, I'm going to go ahead and press that 10. You can do whatever you want to, right? You're free to just collect this first one if you want to, but why not get going? I'm going to go ahead and get going. I'm going to get them all to green. Every bet to green. And then I'm going to either same bet it or pull them all down. But I want to get greens. I'm just going to collect on green here. I'm not going to go past this level this morning. We're just going to get there. But we've locked. We've locked in money. Super. Awesome. Let's do it. Let's come out here, get a new point, and then we'll keep going. 3, 2, 5. Great. This strategy, to me, is all about opportunity. 3 rolls. You're at your goal. You got a lock in the rack, which is great. Now it's just about how long can you roll? Can I get to green and start pulling greens back? That's really all I want. I want to get 1 press and 1 collect on every number if we can do it. Here we go. Hard 4. That's beautiful. Hard 4 is a beautiful thing. We're gonna get paid 18 bucks. 18 bucks. We're gonna take the 3. I'll make this look like a quarter. And my 4 and 10 are both now at the green level. If I get one more hit on those, we're collecting. I could grab my whites and start going hard ways. I have lots of options here. Again, this is all about opportunity. These 320 regression strategies that we did all week long are all about having opportunity to play and go for a big roll, but also being locked in early. There's the 5, 2, 7. So I don't care, right? The 7 sucks, big deal. We already locked in 56 bucks or something like that. So we're good, right? We walked in and walked out of that shooter, made some money. And I'm generally speaking, okay with the result there. I would have liked to have won more, but whatever. We beat the PSO today, which is the #1 goal. Made a little bit of money, and now we're off. Now we're off talking. Here we go. All right, let me get back to the screen here and sort of say hello in person. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who was first today? I didn't even see the chat. Who was first? Oh, Texas Dicer was first. Cool. Good morning. And yeah, a lot of the usual crowd are here, right? SJ is here, Dice DGen is here. You guys all say hello to each other, which is cool. We know that Jeff was here. Jeff must have went live and crushed it this morning. That's very cool. I've been going live at night. I don't know what I'm going to do about the night times. I went live 3 nights this week at about 10:30 to midnight-ish time. I know George from CY is in Vegas right now, so when he gets back, I may need to change my practice time because I don't want to bump into his schedule. And the mornings, this is early enough. I'm not going to do it before I start. But yeah, it sounded like you guys had some good stuff there. Let's see. What else is happening on? No, was I late today? I was on time. I thought it was 8:05 start, right? Yeah. What else? Who else is? Hey, Jim Cartwright's here. My friend, the professor, is here. Cool. All right, let's talk. I'm not going to do anything magical today, as far as lectures or anything else. I'm just going to give you a quick reminder that I'm going to go right to the table. It's Friday Follies. We're just going to have a decent old time. So let me go here and work the announcements with you again. A reminder: no Friday night fight tonight. It's going to be a Saturday night fight. WWE style, Big AZ versus Buckeye Slim. I'm going to confirm with them and dealers, and we'll get who's going to go tomorrow night figured out. I have not talked to Chris, Sideshow Chris, and Jeff about their show for tomorrow night. Remember last week they did the 3 versus 3 thing? I'm not sure if they're doing that tomorrow night again or not. So we'll have to schedule this around that. I don't want to bump into that either. So we'll make sure that both shows can happen. And there we go. The table. The quest for the craps table is on. I'm actually in a bit of a bidding war with somebody over this table right now. So it looks like we may have a shot at getting a full size, a 12-foot casino used craps table in my garage by the end of the week. So hopefully that would work out. I don't know how that's going to play as far as filming. I'm probably going to still always have this one to film, because we're here in the craps lab, right? And this is what I need to film. That's going to be for throwing practice and larger use. I got to figure out how to get a camera out there, and if I even have internet with the door closed. So anyway, cart before the horse. Let's see if I can't get that damn thing first, and then we'll figure out how to use it once we have it. Let's make that a problem that we have. There's that, and then also the reminder of the chipset bounty. You hear one of our calls, the Midmo Yo, the 5-1 Mixer, the Little Joe, Big Joe, right? You hear one of our stick calls. You hear the 7 called Karen or Fat Debbie. You let me know where it was. I want proof of it. Have the dealer sign something or something like that, and chips are on the way to you. That'll be kind of a cool thing. So, all right, let's go and do something stupid. Let's go play. Let's go play with all of our money today, right? Friday Follies. I'm gonna try and lose a car today. We're gonna try and lose a $20,000 car. I'm gonna go in with every yellow chip I got. Basically, we're gonna try and do it. We're gonna play the Oddsmaker strategy. I'm gonna ramp it up to Crazy Town. I'm gonna do it a couple of ways, because the first way we do it is right here. The second way I'm gonna do it is a way that a subscriber showed me. He wants me to do it. We'll see if we have any money left. Okay, we're gonna go in with a do we don't for $10. $10 do we don't. Then I'm going to throw max odds on the don't. $1,000 or more on the don't pass. We're going to try and make the don't pass worth $1,000 just in odds. And that's it. One roll coming to the DC. So the 11's going to crush our souls if we hit some 11s in there, right? But once the DC bets get set, we'll have a grand out there on the DC. I'm taking the odds off the don't pass. I'm going to put them behind the pass line. So we're going to be opposed. We're going to looking like, hey, give me a point, then give me a 7. That's going to be kind of the rhythm I want to get into. You're going to see that when I do this here, it's going to be tie, lose. You're going to lose all $20,000 because you're opposing yourself. This is going to be a perfect look at a hedge, a don't pass line hedge. If you catch the rhythm right, we're going to make money. If we catch a good rhythm here, we're going to make okay cash. If we don't, we're going to be kissing our sisters the entire day. Later on, once we do get that situation resolved, I'm going to go back and show you a different way to do it. We'll do the same thing a whole different way, and we'll try and make some money the same style, but a different way. So with that said, let's go to the table and let's burn $20,000 as fast as we can. I'm just going to light this $20,000 on fire, essentially. Here we go. It's going to be a slow burn, right? When you do any kind of a hybrid or hedge kind of a system, it's going to be a slow burn. And you're going to see me absolutely burn today. But let's have fun anyway. I will roll not from my station. I'm just going to sit here and kind of huck them from a few feet away. Purely just rando go. Here's our bankroll, right? The yellow chips here, it's $20,000. There's 19,000 here. I got a purple, I got 4 blacks, and I got $100 between reds and greens. Okay, we're gonna start out like this. We're gonna go do we don't. We don't care about either of these bets. These bets, who gives a shit? They're there literally to carry the water for odds. And we're playing at the Cromwell, 100 times odds. This is gonna be what it looks like to play with 100 times odds. For those of you who want the lowest house edge, this is gonna be the lowest house edge play you can make on either bet. Okay, and I'll prove that to you here in a minute once we get through. Let's get a point established first. I'll use, I'm gonna use my Circa, I think these are both Circa. The Circa Reds today will be the dice we're gonna use. Let's go, let's get a point established first. It'll be 4-3-7. And again, do we don't? Nobody cares about a 4-3-7. It's just, again, we're bypassing the come out roll completely. We just do not care what happens down here. Our point's gonna be 8. That's gonna be good for us in a minute, okay? The point's gonna be 8, all right? What I'm gonna do here is this, we're gonna lay against the point on the case of the 8, $1,200 to win 1,000 while we have $1,000 in the don't. We're gonna max everything out. We're gonna go completely insane here, okay? What I want is $1,000 don't come bet to be live for me. Here we go. Let's get the next roll out. Anything but an 8 right now would be great. Well, there's a midnight, which is a stupid waste of a roll. 6-6 midnight. Hard 10. That couldn't work down any, but this is a perfect scenario, right? The don't come moves behind it. We have $1,000, no 10. I'm gonna take this bet down. Okay, we don't need that. That was there to get this out. Put that back in my rack. We're gonna put the $1,000 behind the pass line. Now what I've got, because of what I rolled, 2 perfect numbers. We have 2 perfect numbers. We have the best number against the 7, which is the 10. We have the best number against the 7 on the right side, which is the 8. Ideally, we roll an 8, then we roll a come out 7. That's what I'm looking for, the perfect rhythm here. We can win a grand and be done, or we can bleed ourselves dry. Most likely what's gonna happen, we're gonna 7 out, and these bets are gonna pay each other. And we're gonna do it again and again and again until I lose on some kind of a bleed. Hopefully, we can grab this 8 first. That's what I want to grab, the 8 first if I can do it. 6-3-9. There's aces. We're just gonna roll. Everybody think in your heads, 8, 8, 8. We want that 8 to come. We need an 8 in the worst way possible, right? And this is what I knew was gonna happen. There's a 10, hard 10, 5-5, hard 10. We're gonna pick ourselves off on the don't. You know what's gonna happen next, right? You know, everybody knows what's gonna happen next. We're gonna roll a 7 and lose our pass line bet, and the bleed will start. That bet was the one that I expected to win. There's a 3-1-4, Big Joe. Big Joe, there's the 7. So yeah, we had the best 2 numbers and the worst possible outcome. Welcome to Friday Follies with John. This is what we do. We light our money on fire and we burn it up. That's what we do here on the show. All right, we have a 9. Our next point's gonna be a 9. Let's see if we can't get one of these things to pay in the right rhythm. All right, so for the 9, we're gonna lay 1,500 to win $1,000. We're gonna drop $1,000 into the don't. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. There's a yo. All right. Woo! I love it. I love losing money in the morning. It's great. There goes my yo bet. So do I go back in? Of course, it's Friday Follies. We're not playing with careful money here. We're playing with aggressive money. Right? The wife just won. The wife just won on the slot machines. There's a 6-3-9. Look at this. This is fantastic. 6-3-9. The don't come moves to the 9. Our lay bet on the 9 gets burned. So we've already dropped $4,500. $4,500 just getting set up. Wow. Love it. But we do have this working for the come out. Our come out play now is a strong one. At least we have a come out 7 in our favor. And there it is, 4-3-7. So that worked out. It would have been nice to hit something other than that 9 on the come out, but that does work out for us. We'll take $1,000. and be happy with that. That's actually solid. Working our way back. 538. Again, I like the 8 coming out as the point. For one roll, it's going to suck. We're going to have a lay against it for 1,200 to get the $1,000 through. Can you imagine playing this way? Can you imagine playing with 100 times odds? Lowest house edge on the planet, 100 times odds. Can you imagine dropping a $10 bet out there and then throwing a paycheck behind it? Good Lord. The people work their asses off for 1,200 bucks. We're just going to throw it out there as freaking odds. Yeah. I guess I'm not an NBA star. Hey, look at that. Aces, 1-1. Aces, our don't come bet pays. This is beautiful, right? You know what I'm going to do? We're going to stack it up. You don't get a chance to stack it up very often. When you do get a chance to stack it up, I stack it up. Whether it's 1,000 or whether it's 10, I don't care. Okay, let's get out. That's going to be, of course it is, a 437. So guess what happens? We lose fucking everything. We lose this, right? We lose our extra money, which blows, but we do win $1,000 down there. So those two bets completely canceled each other out. No big deal. The stacked up grand we lost, but it wasn't quote unquote our money anyway. We were trying for something hardcore here. That's the point of it. That's the point of this bet here is to save us on that one. So there we go. I lost my nickel somehow. There it is. The $500 chip looks an awful lot like. Oh, you know what? I need to get another one of those actually because yeah. Let me log the 7, 437. I got to break a yellow chip to get some 500s in there. All right, back on the 8 again. Throwing some 8s today. 638 or 628 rather. 628. We're gonna drop 1,000 in the don't. We're gonna go 1,200 down here in the lay. Let's avoid the 8 for one roll. Can we? 314. Again, this is the dream. It goes behind the 4. $1,000 on the don't or on the pass line, and that comes back to the rack, right? Let's roll an 8 and then a come out 7. Right? The little Joe here, Big Joe to the rescue. We're set up perfectly. We're set up perfectly. If we can avoid the bad stuff. There's a 9. Sorry, 549. That doesn't matter. I'm not on that. I want that 8. I want to hit the pass line once today. Can I hit the pass line once? We do. 628, finally. 628, that's going to pay 1,200 bucks. Behind the line, that can come back. The puck's going to go off. And now we are advantaged on the come out. I'm going to put these blacks over here. We're advantaged on the come out. Actually, we can put all the blacks on one side. These are just here to kind of help us with the odds. Come out 7 now, it's going to be our buddy, right? We hit the point. I want that 7 right now. This also saves us a move later on, right? There's the 8. I don't got to play the whole lane, the thing. I can just drop another K behind the 8 again. Okay, that's a 6 or 5-3, 5-3-8. So we're set right back up again. We're set right back up. Let's get another 1,200 back here and then get the 7 on that 4. That's all we need. That's a 5 and a 4. That's a 9. The only bad situation here again is hitting the 4 and then hitting the 7. Right? We don't want to have that like we did the first roller. 5, 4, 9. Let's work our way back, huh? 6, 4, 10. 6, 4, 10. How about a hard 8 right here? Square pair. Got a 7. So here's the bleed. Here's the, that wins, that loses, they pay each other, and boring, right? But you had the lowest possible house edge in the planet right there. You had the $1,000 odds with a $10 flat bet on the 8. That's almost a perfect 1-to-1 bet. Back here, you had a 1-to-1 bet on the 7, right? So the flat bets back here, fantastic. Best payouts you're gonna find in your casino. That right there, the pass line with max 100 times odds, best house edge you're gonna get on a pass line bet, especially when the 0.6 or 8. But that time it didn't work out. It just didn't work, right? The timing, this is the timing strategy. And again, I told you we're gonna bleed all this 20K. We're not gonna win, right? There's our 437. Log that in, a 4 and a 3. And that is a 6 and a 5. Again, we don't care. These are just, these bets down here are paying each other. Lose one, win one. They're only there, again, to hold the water for the odds. 6, 4, 10. This is not a good one. 6, 4, 10. So we're going to lay 2K to win 1,000 to get $1,000 through. That's gonna hurt if I blow this one. Pray for me. There's a hard 8. We needed that a minute ago. 4, 4, hard 8. Now what happens is this. We have the worst scenario, right? I'm against the 8 down here, and I'm for the 10 down there. This is where this strategy is going to get blown up. We're going to probably lose both of these bets. Maybe we'll win them both. I don't know. It'd be nice. I fully expect to get my to donate 2K to the casino right here. Oh, good. 4, 3, 7. We didn't, but again, it's the bleed, right? That wins, that loses, and you're here, right? It's a total tie. It sucks. We're still down by $3,000. Bummer. 4, 3, 7. Let's put that in there. Come on. This is a. You'd think with all this money we'd be making it. You really need the shooter to make their point. On your schedule, not their schedule. There's going to be $500. It's $1,500 to get a grand through. I want to get this time. We hit the timing once. Let's hit the timing again. Come on. Did I mark that up? No. There's your 5. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh my God. 6, 5, yo. Brutal. Brutal. Should I ladder it, Waylon? Should we ladder it? No, we're not going to ladder it. We're not going to throw 2K out there to ladder this thing. 1, 2, 3. We're going to get that right back. And you know what I'm doing? I'm stacking that bad boy up. There's 2K coming through. 2K coming through. Let's go. Let's go. Good. That goes to the 10. That's really solid, actually. This goes behind the 10. We have $2,000 against the 10. Loving that. We got $1,000 on the pass line now for the 5. Give me a 5. Give a brother a 5 here. Come on, let's do this. We're in a good spot, right? I like where we are, 5, 4, 9. I love this bet. I'm kind of in love with that bet. There's a 6, 5, 1. I think I just put a 10 into the roll tracker. It doesn't matter. I rolled a 9 there. Let's go. 3, 2, 5. Whoo! We got one of them. 3, 2, 5, right? Again, 3 pays 2. That's going to pay us $1,500 down here. Love that. The puck's going to come off. I'm going to put the 500 here, the 200 up here. So now our rack is getting better. We have this nice fat bet on the 10 here. Okay. Our next 7 is going to be a beautiful thing. Let's get it right now. Well, we didn't get it there. We got another midnight. Come on, pray for me, guys. Let's get a 7 here. Let's get a 7. Nope, we got a 6. That's fine. On the 6, we don't got to play around with anything else. We can just drop $1,000 behind that. Again, $10, 100 times odds. This is an insane way to play. Look at that. That's beauteous right there. 426. A 426 pays. We're actually in profit right now, if you can believe that. After getting beat before. That pays $1,200 down there. Okay, that's going to come back to the rack. My rack is going to look now like I got 17 yellow chips in here, which is good. Started out with 19 yellow chips, and the other 2 are right here. Everything down here was here to do the odds play with, so we're in great shape right now. We're doing good. Just need to come out 7. Need to come out 7 or another 5. That's cool. Right to the 5. Okay. Again, we're gonna go right back behind it. 1,000 there, $2,000 here. Just avoid the 10. Right. What's Jacob's anti-10 set? Let's go to avoid the 10. I got 0.5. Let's mark that in. There we go. Come on. Come on. 6, 5, yo. That would have sucked if I was in the don't pass or the don't come, but we're not. Let's go. Give me a 5. 3 and a 2. Or a second yo in a row. 6, 5, yo. 6, 5. Mid-mo, yo. Subscribe to that guy's channel. 6, 3, 9. 6, 3, 9. 314, Big Joe. 314, Big Joe from Wisconsin. Wisconsin. 527. Okay, that's not awesome, But what'll happen is we're gonna lose our odds down here, but we had $2,000 up there from before, okay? So we're gonna pay ourselves 2K. I'm gonna bring this back to the rack, and what I've got in the rack now is 20 grand plus all the mess that I've got, right? And the mess that I've got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 plus 5 is 1,300 plus the greens and the reds. So we're at 1,400 bucks profit. We did it. We actually survived that thing. We bounced around like madmen and survived it. Not a great way to play. Too many opposing bets, too many times. How many times did we tie, right? Not great. I ramped the money up to thousands instead of 25s, right? Doesn't matter what the numbers are. At the end of the day, when you have opposing bets like that, you're gonna end up bleeding it out, right? I practiced this last night to see what would happen, and you end up bleeding it out over time, okay? And that's not a good way to do it, all right? So let's go ahead and do it a different way now. Let's go ahead and do slightly different. We're gonna attack the come out roll. This is a strategy here that comes from a subscriber of ours. And let's roll this out and see. I haven't tried this ever. I literally saw this in Discord last night. I think it was Kev Smith that put this out, I think. Let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna go ahead and do this time. Let's do the same. Do I wanna do 10 bucks? I think we'll do 10 bucks. Let me get some change for this here. We'll start over again. Let's get 400, 75, and 50. That's 100 bucks. That's 400 bucks, and we'll get a purple chip. There's 1,000 for 1,000. That'll be our kind of our float money here as we go around. Same idea. We're gonna go don't pass down here, pass line here. We don't care about those bets even a little bit. Those bets are inconsequential. They're again carrying the water for everything else. And what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna go hard on the come out roll, and we're gonna go hard in here. This is gonna be a completely 7-based play. Okay, completely 7-based play. I'm gonna mark that last 7. There we go. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take out of my rack. We're gonna go ahead and lay 120 on both the 6 and the 8 to win 100. Okay, so we're gonna need 100. I'm gonna get these separated back here. 120 on each. Those will be lay bets. I'm gonna get a change for that quarter there. Okay, 120 each. We're gonna go hard on the come out roll. I'm looking for come out 7s here, big time. I want to come out 7 more than anything, okay? Once that does or does not happen, we're gonna do the don't pass lay, come through the don't come, and that's gonna be the whole bet, okay? Again, this is only here so I can put odds on it. I don't even need this bet. That bet's actually kind of a joke right now. You really just need the $10. If we lose 10 bucks on the come out, so what? I'm looking to win here on the come out on one or both of these, and then work the don't come. So let's reset everything, and we'll do it. Let's get a point. Let's get a point that's not a 6 or an 8. How about a midnight? Don't matter. It's going to be a 66, root 66, skill 66. There's a 10, a 6, 4, 10. So when this happens, these bets are not needed. I'm going to take these bets and put them actually in the front of my rack here. That'll be my lay bet action. Down there on the don't against the 10, I'm gonna lay 2,000 for one roll to get 1,000 through, okay? Avoid the 10 for one roll. Let's see what happens here. 3, 2, 5, beauteous. We get a 5. This is the Patrick system, essentially, right? Or the Ricochet. That goes to the 5. These odds come down. We don't need them. Now we've got a beautiful $1,000, clean $1,000 against the 5. 1-to-1 payment on any number up here is a beautiful thing. So we're in the spot we want to be in. We got 1,000 bucks against the 5. We use the Cromwell's 100 times odds as a weapon against them to get an advantaged play here. This is a 45 or 40% chance. I'm sorry. This is a 60. Why am I getting my math is wrong? It's a 55% chance of winning that bet right there. Okay, that's a 55% probability to win the 7 versus the 5. The $10 I don't care about. It's a nice bonus. We just got to avoid the 5. Okay, that's all we're looking to do now. Let's avoid that 5. This is the play, right? This is an attack basically on the come out roll on the 7 with these two, a couple $100 on the come out roll, Then we're gonna whack this thing over here. Let's go ahead and get us a big red and make some cash, right? 549. We need our shooter to be ice cold right here, right? And in fact, they can make all the money they want in here. Just stay away from my 5. Stay off the 5. That's all you got to do. Stay off the 5. Hey, look at that. 5, 2, 7, 7 out, which means we win 1,000. We win 10. And if you're in here to win $1,000, you just won your $1,000 in the first shooter and you're out of here. You can be done. There's my 20K, right? Here's my starting bankroll with all the other stuff in it, and we're good, right? This is all, everything that's not yellow is profit. 200, 400, 900, about $1,000 in profit. That's pretty stout. But it's the morning show, and we're not done yet. We're gonna do it a couple more times. Let's get the rhythm of this thing down, because this works at any level. Okay, this works at any level. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play with a second person, okay? What I should have done here, I wasn't paying attention, talking too much. We would have had a lay 8 and a lay 6 for 120, right? Person 2 with the same $10 bet could have gone with a lay of 30 on the 6 and 8, okay? 30 to win a quarter versus 120 to win 100 on each of these, right? So that's your low level play is $30 on each of those, right? It doesn't matter. In this case, we set a point of 4. So all that can come back, but know that if you're at the low level, that's the way you'd play that. You'd put $30 on the 6 and 8, $10 down there. These can all come back. Once the point is set, put the money back. Those bets are not needed anymore. All right, now what you're gonna do here, the Cromwell player is gonna drop against the point of 4. He's gonna drop 2,000 to get 1,000 through, okay? The lower limit player, right, at a 3, 4, 5 table, right, the best you can do against that is gonna be $60. You're gonna drop $60 on that don't. 6 times your flat is what you can do at a 3, 4, 5 table, so $60. If I'm dropping $60 here, that's gonna win me a total of 10 flat and 30 on the odds, which means coming through the don't pass, you would do 25 or $40 if they don't come, right? This bet here is, and what I'll do here, I'll do the 30. This bet here really should be what your odds pay, right? So my odds here are gonna pay 30. I'm gonna put 30 through the don't. If 7 comes, we'll win the flats, okay? If the 7 doesn't come, we get out here to a good number, and we're gonna be in good shape. Make sense, everybody? So at a low level, it looks like 30-30 on the lay, looks like 60 or whatever in odds, and it looks like a variable amount up here in the don't. We're playing it with yellows because why not? It's Friday, but a regular person would play it here. Let's go ahead and get that out. Let's go ahead and play this thing out. We have a point of 4, and let's go. It's a 6, 2, 8. Not great, not ideal. But what happens is our odds can come back. They're only there for the 1 roll protection. These odds come back down. Now, the 2 don'ts go behind the 8. Now we're playing against the 8 with the 7. I'm still loving this bet, right? A lot of people get scared by that bet and say no action. I know Vince, I think, does no action on these things. There's no reason to, right? You're still at a 55% chance to win this. This is still a 45% chance to roll an 8 over a 7. You're still advantaged here. Okay, this is still a good play to make, in my opinion. The 7 is always the better number, right? Let's just roll and see what happens here. But that's how you play this at a lower level. You got really 30, 40 bucks at risk here, and you're getting paid on the 7. You're not going to lose it all in 1 roll. In other words, right? There's a 3 and I'm sorry, it was a 2 and a 1, not a 4. It was a 2-1. I rolled them when I pulled them in. There's the 4-3-7. That's a great thing. 4-3-7. So in both cases, players win on their flats, $10. Again, for this player, the $10 doesn't matter. $10 versus 1,000, you know, big deal. The other guy, though, that's actually significant, right? He wins $10 there, and against the 8, he wins a quarter. That's pretty good. And up here, I'm sorry, he win 30. It's a flat bet because we don't come to it. And there's that. This guy here wins all of his money back. He's set, right? And here you won 60 70 bucks on that deal. That's a cool way to come through this thing. I like this. I like the pattern of this don't play just as a one-shot deal. I don't think you need more than one don't bet. Right, one more DC. We've done this before, not with the initial lay. All right, let's do it again. Let's do it one more time here. So we're going to run out here for this player, and I'll do them both, but I'm playing one guy from the banks just so you can see it. This is going to be a direct lay. Direct lay would incur a vig. Should we win the bet? I'll put lays on these. The other guy, again, he's going to lay 30 on each number. Okay, come out 7, wins him 50 bucks. Come out 7, wins him 200. Here we go. Wow, right back to the 8. Bouncing around, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7. Hard 8, square pair. Like and subscribe to Rob. I saw Rob last night in chat. That was super cool. 4, 4, hard 8. Now, the lay bets are no longer needed. They come back down. Okay. Back in the rack that goes. Now we're going to come through, and we're going to lay down here against the point. Okay. Again, vigless lay down here. We're going to, again, for this guy in the back, we need 1,200 bucks on the lay to get 1,000 bucks through. This guy over here, the most he can lay is 60 bucks. Let's put that right out there. There's the 60 bucks. Right, 60 against the 8 is going to win 50. So he's going to bet 50 in the don't. Again, your don't come bet for this player here is variable based on how much you can win. Right? Here, we're always looking to win a grand. We're looking to win a grand every single time. That's why it's a flat. Down here, we're going to be a little more conscious with our money and just put through the don't what the odds bet would win, period. All right, there's the 8 marked up. Let's beat us an 8. 5, 1, 6. All right, so these both will travel. Behind the 6 they go. The odds protected us for one roll. We don't need them anymore. They can come back to our rack and they're safe. Those odds bets are now safe. Once again, we're just playing, again, the 7 against the 6. I like my odds. I like my odds. Remember, the 6 and 8 have got a 45% chance to beat the 7, which means I got a 55% chance to win this bet. I'm advantaged here, and hopefully our rolls will reflect it. As a 5, 6, yo. Hold on, I'm going to sip of coffee here. 5, 6, yo. Bam. See a horn, hop the reds, or see a horn. They say see a horn, bet a field. 5, 6, yo again. I say see a horn, hop the reds. I feel like the red is coming anytime I throw a horn number. We knocked ourselves off. So that time we got burned. Did roll a 6, 4, 2, 6. Both guys lose on that one, which again, not the best scenario, of course, but losses. These bets are actually still there because we're against the 8 here. Losses are going to happen. You can go out there and do the same process again. I think during a roll, if I get beat by a guy, I'm not doing it again. Let's let the 7 come. I put the 6 in? I did. Let our 7 come through here. There's a 9. And then we'll start the process again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ace freely. Oop, I put in a 4. That should have been a 3. 2, 1. Okay, that's better. There's our 7. All right, so both guys get their measly 10 bucks down there on the don't for beating the 8. Big deal. Again, inconsequential bet right there. I'll put that in here anyway because money's money. Puck's off. Again, we're going to do our big one. We're going to go 120 on the 6 and 8 for this guy. The other guy's going to go 30 and 30. So 2 players, 2 different lay bets back in here. Again, let's beat the 6 and 8 in the come out if we can do it. We don't do it. There's a 6. We get a 3, 3 hard 6, 3, 3 hard 6. So these lays come down. And so there's a price to pay if the shooter gets a point you don't want, for sure. That'll totally happen. The other lay bet can come down. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go against the point of 8. Down here, we're going to do 1,200 to get $1,000 through. Over there, we're going to do 60. Max odds we can get, 60 bucks to get 50 bucks through. Let's mark the 8. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that is the point. Actually, hold on. That was a 527, then a 628. Okay, now we're roll tracker's right. Oh boy, we got a hard 8. That sucks. Hard 8, which means the 2 bets go behind the 8, which is okay, but that Ricochet lay got hurt. Got hurt big time. So playing for the don't here did not work out very well. That's okay. The puck is off. We already have big bets on the 8. I'm not going to lay the 6 and 8 on the come out here. We already got a nice big fat bet here. I'm not going to drop another 30, right? We already have our win goal, which is 50 bucks between those 2 lays. This guy's got $1,000. He used to have 120 out here. We're going to let those just sit. Okay, let the come out 7 work for us here if we can get it. 6-5 yo, doesn't matter. 6 and a 5, that's a yo. There's a 1, 2, 3. Ace freely. And there's a 9. Point's going to be a 9. Don't matter. We're just playing for the 7. Okay, it does not matter. This is a pure. Right now we got our don't come through. Our don't passes are against the 9. We don't really care about the 10 bucks. We care about getting those back bets to win. I want the back bets to win, and here it is. 4, 3, 7. A 4 and a 3. So this time we got our money back from the house. There's the 1,000 from the last loss on the come out. There's 50 bucks here. Both players walk away with a little bit of money. I'm paying player 2 from the bank, but there's 2K coming back in my rack. Again, we're still set. We still have our 20K plus profit. We're doing good. We'll do one more point resolution, and then we'll get out of here. 4, 3, 7 is done. So again, we're going to go out here with the 120. 120 on both the 6 and 8. I got to get some change here. I need 5 blacks for the purple. 120. And again, we'll play it for the low-level player. Again, is going to get 30 and 30 on his lay bets. His lay bets will be 30 bucks and 30 bucks. So he's got 60 bucks out here. Can't lose it all against this $10 flat. Let's go. Let's get a come out 7. Hey, we did it. Come out 7. That's beautiful. That's bonus money. 6-1. So this guy here gets paid 50 bucks, 25 on each of those bets. He walks out of there at 50 bucks. That's pretty cool. The other guy, 200 bucks on the come out 7. That's a beautiful thing. He comes back. And remember, he lost 120 last time. Basically recovered his come out 7 loss, which is really kind of cool. Loving that. Choice, take him down. You got paid on him once, take him down, right? Or we see multiple come out 7s, right? Let's leave them up there and play the game. We're here to gamble, after all, right? 3, 1, 4. These come down. Back to the rack they go. Those will also come down. Now, on a point of 4, the most you can lay, of course, 60 bucks. And again, when you have your 30 and 30 out here, that is your 60 bucks. That goes right into your lay bet. These lays become that lay. Easy. For the super player down here, he's dropping 2K to get his 1,000 through. Against the 4, 60 pays 30, right? He's going to put 30 bucks through the dump. And that's it. On a 7, both players win 10 bucks. It's going to be the 3-1-4, the Big Joe from Wisconsin. And there is a 3-2-5. So both of our lay bets, or both of our don't comes go to the 5. That's solid. We'll take back our lays, which are not needed, and wait out the 7. We're just going to wait the 7 out. Did I mark the 5? No. 3-2. Let's go. Let's get a 7 and go home. Oh my God, 3-1-4. Bummer, right? That was a 3-1-4, not a 3-2-5. 3-1-4. That sucks. We lose 10 bucks, right? A roll ago, that would have really sucked, right? When we were doing that big lay, we timed it good, right? Both players can come back out. Let's pay them both from this guy's rack here. Both players go back out for the come out roll. Who cares, right? 3-1-4, we made our point. All good. All good in the hood here. Now we got huge don'ts coming through. We're good here. These flat bet don'ts are great. Leave them set. I'm not going to grab the 6 and 8. I already got my don't money out there. Come out 7. My best friend. 6 and a 5. That's a yo. Mid-mo yo. 6-5, mid-mo yo. 314. Again, does not matter. We weren't on it in any way. That 314 today is hot, by the way. Big Joe is bringing the heat today. Whew. Another yo. Boy, the yos are hot today too. I rolled a ton of 11s today. I feel like more than usual. There's a 12. That's a whole bunch of craps numbers in a short period of time. 6, 6, 12. 1, 2, 3. Boy, oh boy, look at the craps numbers. If you're in the field, you are parlaying like a madman and making money in here. 5, 4, 9. Doesn't matter. This long roll, though, does give me worry that we're going to get that 5 get hit, right? I got this, like when the shooter goes off like this, you know what's coming. You're going to get picked off over here. Again, as a don't player, who cares, right? Your job as a don't player is to wait. Let everybody else make their money here. Don't get that FOMO. Let them all hit them points. So what? As long as you get yours in the end, who cares, right? 6, 6. Another midnight. You're 1 away from the repeater bet here, by the way, in the midnights in this shooter. So, boy, that's a nice payout if you can get that. What is that, a 4-2-6? I can't see it. 4-2-6. Shooter's hitting everything. Everything. Bouncing around that 5. Let's avoid the 5. 1, 3, 4. Point made. Okay, cool. Point made. Losing $10. Big deal. It's only $10. We'll put it right back out there. There's our 10. Give this guy's 10. Puck is off. We love our don't pass bet right there. We're still pretty happy with it. Let's log that 314 again. And 516. New point's going to be a 6. Do not care about the point. I'm here to avoid that number. The mixer gets set as the point. Hey, there she is. 5, 2, 7. Karen shows up and pays me, pays the rent. There's a grand there. And against the 5, we're going to get 20. So I'm going to do here for this guy, we'll drop 5 and get a quarter. You can say 20 for 5, 25 for 5. They get a quarter. This person's won pretty good. Actually, both guys have won pretty good. And there's the grand coming back. So we're back again, 20 grand in the bank. Plus another, whatever I got here, 240, 640, almost $1,000, right? Won about $1 grand playing it that way. A lot more volatility here, right? You're putting a big chunk of money on your don't pass here. And again, I'm doing it with 100 times odds, which is insane. But showing it at the smaller level, I think that's actually not a bad way to play, right? The single ricochet, right? One ricochet move, get it out there, let it sit. The key that our subscriber pointed out was this: $10 bet, your max odds is generally going to be $60. It's always 6 times your flat. Whatever this odds bet wins, if it's a point of 9, right? 60 wins 50. That's your don't come size. This here matches your odds win on down there. So the 7 comes, these cancel, but you win the flat. That's cool. Once it's out here and the odds come away, now you got a great flat bet. You got a nicely sized flat bet against the 7, which always is your power number. I love this way. This is a really cool way to get it, and you got 2 numbers working. You have one big one back here and one little tiny one up here. That's fine. That's a good way to do it. You see, we ground out a little bit of a win there. It's a decent rhythm, fun strategy. I thank my subscriber. Again, I think it was Kev Smith. I should have wrote it down. I forgot, for throwing that out to us. And again, we ramped it up because it's Friday, and we did it with yellow chips at the Cromwell. Can you imagine, honest to God, doing that? Can you imagine, like, literally, like in green chips, it's your $10 flat bet down there, and you're gonna do this. You're gonna drop a stack of hundreds on it as a lay bet. Can you imagine the balls it takes to do $10 flat and 1,000 or against the 4 or 10, $2 grand in odds? I don't know. I don't make that kind of money. I'm a teacher. I don't make that drug lord money that I can do that kind of stuff. But it'd be kind of fun to watch that for sure. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, Wayne, the horns today were crushing it. I'm going to make these a little smaller. They're a little big. The horns today were on fire, on fuego, as they say. Fun stuff for sure. That's what happens when you're just throwing from 4 feet away, right? We're not really trying to set or anything like that. So there it is. That was my play today. Hope you had fun watching that on the Friday Follies. I think those kind of plays are fun. When I practice stuff, I do that a lot when I'm throwing practice because the money doesn't matter. But when I put huge numbers out there, you kind of tense up a little bit. Even though it's fake money, you still tense up a little bit. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, you're saying laying the 410, James, for one roll is more profitable than the Ricochet lay. You know, the Ricochet does give you the chance sometimes to have less money out there. Like laying the 4 and 10 is always 2K in this case, where I can get the 6 and 8 laid for 1,200. And I'm still advantaged on that bet. I don't know. It's a how much money you got in your rack kind of a thing. I would rather lay as less as I can to win as much as I can. I think the problem with lay bets is that you get whacked because you got to put so much out there to save your bet. All right, let me go check chat real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything that was important. Let's see, my glasses back on. By the way, I went to the eye doctor and I'm getting contacts, so I can finally get rid of this damn glare here. Oh, Crooked River, yeah, you're welcome. I saw in your video that you got those. Those are pretty cool. I'm glad you like the chips. And if you haven't gotten to Crooked River Craps' channel yet, he's just getting started with the channel. What do you got, 5 or 6 videos out there? Some practice sessions. I think you're on the way, man. So, and I told you over chat, and for anybody who wants to start a craps channel, you got me, you got Jeff, you got both Chris's, Sideshow, Dice DGen, you got Midmo Yo, you got Big Joe. Come on into Discord. We don't talk enough about it, but we have had a couple of voice chats in the Discord to talk about what it takes to run a channel. All the advice from all of us, where we have stumbled, what we've learned, will help you out in your journey if you want to do that. So join Discord. Make sure you tell me you're in there. I'll give you the YouTube channel operator tag, and that means that we can go out there and have some fun and talk through like what it takes to build. So we're always happy to help out for sure. And by the way, Mid-Atlantic Craps, I'll put this up on screen. No plans for you tomorrow night, and no plans for the big rollout. So that's that. Let me check for questions, and then we'll go to work here. So let's see. I'm not sure if Duracell's talking to me. I see a question in there about a bad run. You got a bad run of shooters, man. You'll never recover from this one. You putting that kind of money out there, there's no recovering from that. And Texas Dicer, has anyone documented all of our stick calls? I don't think so. I don't think anybody's actually wrote them all down. We all kind of remember them. We should write that in. We should have like a little list somewhere of what the Craps Nation stick calls are. Kind of fun. I know most of them, but all right. So how do we do today? I'm gonna switch over to the second monitor here so you can see exactly how we did. Not well. SRR today was 5.9. The horn numbers we obviously outpaced. We had 22 horn numbers. If you can see that, let me zoom in a little bit. We had 22 horn numbers. We expected to see 19. So we had 3 more than normal. I really expected a lot more than that, but look at the 11s. The 11s, we should have only seen 4. I rolled 10 11s today when we should have only seen 4. That's insane. The 12 was also hot. We rolled 5 12s. We should have only seen 2. The 4, the little Joe, the big Joe, we rolled 8. We should have only seen 6. So the 4s and the 11s and the 12s were super hot today. Everything else was about normal. The 6s were below pace. The box numbers were below pace. The inside numbers were below pace. The don't today should have and did win. You can tell just by what you see here. Too many horn numbers, not enough box, not enough inside. Not that these things help you make betting decisions, but these can explain what happened to you. When you walk home and go, where'd my money go? A graph like this says, oh, that's where your money went. Right? Or today is a good day where you can say, hey, the seven did better than it should have, and we won money on it. So that's a good thing. So there we go. I'm done. That was a good week. Really good week of work. I really like that 320 across stuff that we're doing. I am going to do some videos. I might pick apart this week's videos and kind of craft them down and do one video on the Pro Craps channel of how to play across with all the different variations. I don't know if I want to do one video with all the variations or 5 or 6 shorter videos, 5 minutes of each variation. But that's good. That's good content in terms of if you're going to bet across, you really only got a few ways to play it, right? A couple of ways to press aggressively, a couple of ways to regress aggressively. anything else and you're staying at risk for too long. So I think it's good to showcase that. And again, remind everybody that those plays work at 750 across, at 320 across, at 64 across. The ideas are the same, or 96 across rather. The regression and the progression ideas are the same regardless of level. Remember that. When I show things at $1,000 like today, remove zeros and play it smaller. You saw how we did the $10 don't pass, $60 in odds, whatever it was in the don't, and your risk is relatively contained. If you can just be patient and let that kind of bet get through, it's a way to get flat money against the 7 through, or on the 7 through. That's a safe way to play. I love those kind of plays. Even though it seems nutty, it's nice. It actually wins money over time, and you saw that today. So there it is, y'all. Have a happy Friday. I got to get to work. But yeah, again, appreciate all of you. Appreciate y'all being subscribers. I appreciate being friends. I've talked to so many of you on the phone and over email. I feel like we're getting to become friends. For the person who sent me the shirt and the secret sauce, love you, brother. That was really cool of you. Way unnecessary, but I so appreciate it. And again, if you want chips or whatever, just let me know. Just drop me an email, drop me a DM in Discord, and I'll hook you all up. So that's it, guys. Happy Friday. I will not do a live practice tonight. I may do one in the afternoon, but likely not. I'm going to see the Mariners, the hottest team in baseball, beat the shit out of the Houston Astros tonight. So if you're from Texas, I'm sorry. I still love you, but you're mine tonight. We're going to go down there and rock that stadium. It's going to be super, super fun. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.